Test 1 2 1 2. This is Juanqui.
And this is Hawk.
And this is the J&H Podcast.
Yo, we want to thank you for tuning in. It's a new begin. This is for the whole world if you listen in. From the Empire State to your headphones. While you work in your car or at home. We want to bring you nothing but laughter. You should pour yourself a drink to relax ya. We coming to you live and direct. It's Juanqui and Hawk and we back on the set. Yeah, we back on the set. Juanqui and Hawk, yeah, we back on the set. Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back on the set. Juanqui and Hawk, yeah, we back on the set. Yeah, we
back in the set. We back in the set. Oh, back in the set. I'm back in the set. Back in the set. Hawk's back in the set. My people, thank you so much for tuning in and for returning to our little podcast. He is Hulk.
And he is Juanqui.
And this is the J&H Podcast 2026. We are so happy to be back. I am so excited for the many topics that we have lined up. We are a Black and Latino married couple from New York City.
Happily married. Coming to you on this red microphone, giving you our opinions, our thoughts on everything that's going on.
Hulk, my incredible Hulk, how have you been?
I have been good.
Yes.
I'm enjoying life right now.
Great.
How you been?
I've been flabbergasted.
Not flabbergasted.
I've been looking at SAT words.
SAT words?
Yes.
Oh, upping the vocab?
I've been discombobulated.
Oh, no. Okay.
But overall, I am blessed and highly flavored.
Oh, so we go from big words to that.
Yes. Anyway.
We're back to phonics now.
We are so happy to be back. I just, before we get into the topics and the things, I want to thank everybody who has been reaching out. When are we going to get another podcast? When are we going to... Trust and believe. Now it's going to be, when are y'all going to stop doing all these podcasts? So we're happy to be back.
Absolutely.
We have the beginning of the year lined up, and hopefully you're going to ride with us. So make sure that you are catching our replays, downloading, thumbing up, commenting. If you head up to YouTube, you can also catch some visuals at times. We'll let you know all about that. But with that said, baby, what do we have for the people on this 2026 episode?
We have a great topic to discuss today.
Yes.
And I want to discuss marriage.
Okay.
We
are married.
We are married.
So that's something we could talk about.
Yeah, so let's just get into it right away. So I've seen a lot of people go in and out of relationships all over social media, and they go out in the worst way, my love.
Wow.
Embarrassing, disrespectful, video for video. You see what happened with Remy and Papoose.
Not our Black Kings.
I know.
Not
I was so
Kang.
Black love. That was so crazy to me to see them go out like that.
I think the issue is not knowing what was real and what was Mona Scott. Does she have the word young in there? Is it Mona Scott Young?
Mona Scott Young? I think so.
I think it's a Mona. Mona. We don't know what was Mona Scott Young's doing, and the editor that she had in there,
and what was
from
really
his
real.
Mac laptop, and what was real. It could be that this was a relationship they had all this time. They were just showing face for the children. He was just he was out here running the streets while she was in there running the cells. Because Remy Ma always gave me, she can pleasure both sides.
I thought so too. When I used to see her do her underground battle rapping thing, she was a very masculine.
She gave a little lesbianism.
Yeah,
she could have been gay for the stay in there.
I don't know, but
aside from the girls that were putting money on her books, we don't know who she engaged in or not.
Yeah, I think how it went down was really sad when she was messing with the guy from the rap battle league.
Well, yes, that was totally out of place.
And
how it was like. Remember when her face when he did that? Well, he shouldn't have done that either. But they all shouldn't have done that. Period.
With that being said, we didn't break up, so that's good.
We're still married. It wouldn't be a breakup. It will be a divorce.
It will be a divorce like them, and now they fighting over property.
Are they fighting over property and stuff?
Yeah.
Like that? I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop 19 seasons ago.
This didn't happen on Love and Hip Hop. This happened on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, this was like an Instagram where it was videos and pictures of him with Clarissa.
I thought they were bringing that stuff into their show. Are they not in the show anymore?
It happened. You know how they found out? It was another battle rapper in her league that was battling the guy that she was
that's what I remember that.
So
yes, and then he said something, and her face was like cracked,
dead. And then after that, everything just started coming out, and it was crazy. So, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about communication. Like, what could get someone to, like, I guess you would say it's the lack of communication between them that got them to that point where everything just broke down, and when it went down like demolition, destruction.
Well, I think for them it's a little different because they're public figures and they were in a platform called Love and Hip Hop, in which they were required to air out all of their dirty laundry and or had laundry fabricated. You know what I mean? So perfect example is Mendices, and I cannot stand her.
Oh my God.
I cannot stand Yandy. Yandy. Every time I hear the word Yandy, I think of yams.
You know what's crazy is that I can't stand Mendici.
Oh, Menfices.
I like Yandy. Menfices,
and you know, when I was watching Love and Hip Hop when Menfices finally went back to jail, and I cannot tell you how many people were like, oh, Black Love, why are they trying to do him that? Let's not forget that he was moving large amounts of substances up and down the East Coast from New York to Connecticut, destroying Black lives. Okay, destroying homes. Children went away with fathers. Mothers became addicted and prostitutions, and so people had signs where he was turning himself in, and oh my man.
So bad.
Mona Scott did not focus on the fact that he destroyed a whole bunch of families, did she?
Well,
because Yandy and Mona Scott are like besties.
I do know that part.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the fact that I feel like the whole love and hip hop genre is destroying relationships and families. You know, like, yeah. I just feel like it's a bad look for, and especially for people that look like us.
Because they cannot differentiate between a scripted show, and they really think that these people, this is how they live, and this is not how they live.
Well, it kind of bled into real life, which is why we see so much animus and diabolicalness breaking down at this.
Absolutely diabolical.
But let's get back to real reality. Let's get communication. I feel like we talk a lot in our relationship and we discuss a lot of things open, and we don't have that breakdown that most marriages have. And do you feel like it's been easy to communicate with me?
Yes, I think it's been very easy and very pleasant to communicate with you. I also, I'm not naive to the fact that we are still in the honeymoon stage of our marriage. They say that when you get to year number 7 is when things get rocky. I've seen that even in Love and Hip Hop. I've seen that all over the place. It's like, and people have even made videos about this on social media. Once you get to that year 7, something about that 7, I think we communicate pretty well, you and I, but I also think that, especially in the gay community, I've seen a lot of gay people rush into getting married. Mm-hmm. They want to believe this fairy tale, this fantasy. Oh, I met my Prince Charming in a basement at a club when I was completely twisted, gyrating against the wall. Instead of saying, and now I want to marry them 3 months later. Let's go to City Hall.
And moving in quick, fast.
Instead of taking their time, giving it a good try, and also getting to know that person before you commit and you make that contract.
Do you feel like we had that space and that time to grow? I feel like we had the time and the space to grow. Mm-hmm. I feel like, especially at the beginning, because we were not one of those people who were throwing nude pictures and videos, and we really got to know each other in depth. And I feel like that's another reason why we grew, and we grew at a good pace, because we had the tough conversations at the beginning.
I think we also went into it having like you said, respect for each other, respect for ourselves and for each other. I never saw a nude picture of my husband, and my husband never saw a nude picture of me, because they don't exist. I've never really taken an X-rated picture. I never did the camera thing. We did FaceTime. Because we met during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. We did do a few dates where we would buy food at our respective places. Same type of food, Mexican night or Italian night or some fast food chain, and then we would just eat on camera.
Oh, remember our Halloween day?
We had a Halloween get together where we both dressed up, and I was a sexy Egyptian god.
And I was like
sent from above from the Egyptian caves to this Wakanda warrior I call my husband, the Incredible Hulk.
And unfortunately, I guess I didn't get the memo to be something sexy, and I was like a sick rabid fox or something that looked like he had rabies.
What was that from South Park? Man, bear, pig, man.
I was like, damn, I should have picked a different outfit, but I tried. I don't know. I was just.
It's okay.
I looked at things differently.
It's okay. You didn't understood that my name is on the marquee and I'm the performer.
Oh no, I understood after the fact, and now I understand.
Now you get it.
I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I think that even the one thing that I think was good is I think we both loved ourselves before we decided to get into a relationship or a date. Like I came to this marriage 100% healed from any like of my past traumas.
Yes.
And everything. Like my finances, I got my finance together. I was just, like I said, I was a whole person. So when I came to you, I knew that my next relationship would be for marriage purposes only. Like I wasn't dating for fun. You met me at a good time. So I was ready.
Yeah, I think that we both came into getting to know each other with maturity, with a lot of the issues that younger gay men face out of our system, and just looking to find that person that you were going to build with and grow old with. I also can say that for both of us, we did not come into it trying to find the person that was going to rescue us from our current life, because we had already rescued ourselves from our environments and our previous relationships, friendships, concentric circles that no longer served us anything. So I think that makes a huge difference. The fact that we went into it knowing, this is not going to be the rescuing Juanqui or Hulk is going to be my savior. None of that. It was more about we are on an even playing field. Even with different careers, even with different goals and aspirations and different backgrounds, we were still on the same playing field when we decided to start getting to know each other. That was another thing. We had the time to get to know each other.
And we did take our time. And I think that we have respect for a relationship. Even before anything sexual happened between us, we literally took the test for the STD panels and we showed each other the full test results. It wasn't this is my printed paper. Like the link to the online portals were given to each other so that we knew we, didn't have any type of sexually transmitted diseases, And I think that was important too, because I guess it gives you a level of trust. Like this person is willing to share something so vulnerable like that. And I felt like that made me trust you a lot more.
I also think that it, definitely the period of time when we met, because we did meet during a global pandemic where people were falling out left and right.
Like flies.
Both of us were considered, what's that thing that they said where they say you're gonna get to work whether you're feeling it or not? We were called what?
We were essential workers.
They gave me a stupid letter that I was supposed to show to any NYPD that stopped me. Like that was gonna make a difference. They just wanted you to be at work.
Exactly. That was a crazy time.
So we were going, and so I think that because of the heightened alert that everybody was feeling, it was like no time to play. Like this is not the time to play games, because this may be the last thing that you see. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you know what too? I felt like you were so genuine and so real, and you mean what you say and you say what you mean. And I don't think I've ever had that before. So that drew me closer to you too. Like the way you communicate is so, you're eloquent and you're a matter of fact.
Oh,
put it like that.
Is that what you're going to tell these people?
Yes.
That I'm eloquent?
Eloquent.
Oh, okay.
And a matter of fact.
Oh, and a matter of fact. Okay.
Yes, I like that.
You're not going to tell them Juanqui is just Juanqui?
Juanqui is just, no, that's what I tell your family.
Right, that's what my family warned him about, because I tend to have, I don't want to say.
No, say it.
No, you know,
Let the
when my
people know.
family thinks about me, they imagine, you know, in order for me to be in the scene with my parents and my siblings and all that, you know, they gotta have a smoke machine. There has to be like a thunder and lightning. Somebody gives me a cape, and then I appear.
Yes, with the Phantom of the Opera mask on, because he's the we're just all sitting here, dun, 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 dun. Like it's yeah, but no, it's always a good time.
Thank you.
It's always a good time with you.
I come from a good place.
You do. I think you do.
And you know, in terms of you, like I would say, first of all, your strength, amazing strength, being able to feel safe at all times. But you're also a very loyal husband, and I knew that from when I was dating you, and before I started dating you, from just getting to talking to you and getting to know you, like you can see it. You know, it's the sort of thing where it's like you know it when you see it. Mm-hmm. And you get it when you see it, and that's how I feel our union has been.
That's sweet, man.
You know?
And I pride myself on being a loyal person. I feel like that's like one of my greatest attributes, and downfalls at certain times. But in a relationship, in a marriage, I feel like that's my strongest attribute, is you know that no matter what, I got you and you're protected here. That's important. And just in relationships in general, I feel like if you don't trust someone, or if you don't feel safe with a partner, then that's the biggest red flag, and you should leave. You feel me? Like, don't be around anybody that you don't feel safe with.
I also think that we were very open, not just with the STD panels and with the health reports and the whole nine, but when it came down to finances, there was no flexing. There was no, you know, obviously one of us was better off than the other at a time, you know, but that wasn't a shameful thing that, you know, neither one of us was trying to get on over on another, or let's see how much I can get, or you take this, I take that. Like we were very, even when we were just dating and not in a marriage, we were, well, once we decided to be serious about each other, like we disclose our financials down to what, you know, records, what credit records or credit profiles look like, and we decided to join
very early
our stuff together, so that our finances and managing of the finances, and just having an open line of communication. We have access to each other's accounts, we have access to the phones, you know, there's no like hiding, and because I just don't have the time and the energy. I don't have the time or the energy to do any of that. Like I'd rather focus on enjoying the life that I'm building with my husband than, you know, just trying to figure out how to get over on him.
I think that people, I've seen so many examples of people who don't like have access to their significant other's money. Like,
I think that's insane.
How are you in a relationship and you don't know how much money your partner makes, or where your partner spends the money, what your partner's credit score is?
Well, let me ask you this. While we're in the finances, how do you think a married couple should handle finances?
I think that when it comes to that, it should be open dialogue. I feel like bank accounts should definitely be merged. There should be a family account where all the money is going, and then split up to take care of responsibilities in a relationship. In our relationship, you handle all of that. Like he has all the access to everything. He takes care of all of the bills. And I feel like that's just the way it should be. What
about in a situation where there's a substantial difference in finances, and let's say let's take it away from a gay married couple? It's no secret that males tend to make more money in the workforce. That's just the way it is. And until some laws get changed and some people get out there and do lobbying and registering for vote, and they start voting at their local level, up the chain,
which
Congress, all of that, all the way up to the presidential elections, then, you know, it is what it is, right? But so let's say if a woman makes substantially more than the husband, should their finances still be joint together, or should she have some sort of protections? How do you see that?
If you're married, it's not her money and it's not his money, it's y'all money. I feel like there should, if you feel like you have to be protected from your partner, then that's not your partner.
Correct.
And if you're in a marriage and you think that you need to have escape routes, then you probably don't love and trust that person as much as you think you do. Literally, that's it. I trust you. That's why I don't care about the money like that. And if a woman feels like, but that, I guess that can fall down to gender roles. In some relationships, if that's how they feel, it still needs to be, it goes back to communication. That needs to be communicated at the beginning of the relationship. Like if you have expectations of being taken care of, and some men like to be, what do you call that? Like cash payout, like
be ATMs.
Yeah,
the man is the ATM, or the woman is a sugar mama.
I think in today's age,
that's a gigolo.
A gigolo.
A gigolo. He jiggles and low for the low.
Lower the bank account. No, I feel like it depends. Like it depends on how they structure their relationship. But I feel like there is no his or hers or his and his. I feel like everything that you guys have, especially in a marriage. So we're talking about marriage specifically. Everything belongs to everybody. Period.
Well, you mentioned gender roles, and that's a hot topic because it's what society thinks versus what you think versus what makes sense. And I don't see handling finances as a gender role task, though. When I think of my parents who are straight. My mom handled all the finances, and when I look at other straight people or other straight marriages, I often see the women being the one that goes and drops the check for the mortgage in the mail, or goes pays this and pays that. But very often it's coming from a joint account anyway. Like the male is focusing on making the money, and the only reason that I see, like for my parents and other people that I've seen, while the female handles it, is because the male is forgetful of dates or is just focused on making the money. Not necessarily because it's a woman's role, because I handle the finances on our end, but it's also I do that because when it comes down to deadlines, I don't miss a deadline. I can have 1,500 dates in my head at once, and I know exactly where every penny is coming in and when it's going out and the whole nine. So it's just something that I feel comfortable doing. Plus, I'm used to managing large scale budgets from my previous jobs and things like that. So it's something I feel very comfortable doing. I could do in my sleep. I could do math when it comes down to like budgeting what's in my account and what's going to come out of my account, I could do those numbers as I take a shower. Don't ask me about any other mathematical equations, because I don't know nothing.
But you are quick to jump on that phone
Don't
quick.
ask me what pi equals. I don't know what pi, I don't know 3.5. I don't know what it is. I don't know what pi is. I don't know the root, the square root. Do not ask me how much is 9 times 8. Wouldn't be able to freaking tell you.
I think it's like 72.
But I certainly know when Verizon is trying to pull that $64.99 from the account, and they did it twice.
Like, whoa.
Talk about Mr. Incredible. We're sorry, we made an error. Yeah, and I expect a credit right now.
Exactly. No, that's why I let you do it too, because I know
I've been known to call these people because they took $1 out.
And we get even the pennies. He goes for the pennies.
I want my cents.
He will go. And then they'd be like, "Would you like us to send it to a check or donate it?"
I'll take a paper check, please.
And we have deposited checks
for 3 cents.
And it is crazy because we know that they spent more money on that check and that stamp. But
I went to the teller because I got a 3 cent check from an account that I closed, and that was the interest that was accrued. And I went to the teller, who's often used to seeing me deposit other checks for the business and things like that. And so I handed her all the checks for the business, and I said to her, "Now there's gonna be one that's about the principal." And she looked at me. I said, "The only reason why I'm depositing this 3 cent check is for the principal." And you know what? The girl was like, "Oh, I get it," and she deposited 3 cents into the account.
Give me my money.
Exactly.
You know why I don't like that? Because these corporations, I feel like they expect people not to. But imagine a million people letting them keep that 3 cents.
Yes.
So I don't play that. It's my money. I want it now.
Yes.
JG Wentworth.
Yes.
877 cash now.
Yes.
Okay.
So going back to gender roles, I don't think it's like the task of the woman, the task of the male, but I just think it's what works. You know what I mean? What works, and I've seen situations where the man is the one that handles all of that, but that also sets a weird power dynamic because society already thinks that the man is controlling, and he may be controlling her with the finances.
But you see now with all these people doing that, where what's been trending on the internet and everything is how the man is supposed to be the man and is supposed to lead, and the woman is supposed to follow, and basically all that 1940s crap.
Well, I want to be cautious and be aware that, as we know, a particular political party has taken over the White House. If we couldn't even call it a White House, because last time I checked, a whole garden was destroyed, a whole West Wing was destroyed. Interesting enough, the West Wing is where the women used to have their offices, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
That's where the offices and like...
Expected, though. My
right.
God.
So I also have been keeping abreast of the situation, meaning that I see a political movement and certain groups getting their hands involved in channels like CNN. We already knew about Fox, but CNN, the MATA, MATA has been funding such parties, and MATA hosts Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. And so I say all of this to say, be careful that what you're watching, not you in particular, but just in general, the information that you're watching, is not AI generated, because the AI has gotten so much better. It used to be that you can look at the fingers and the fingers will be distorted and you'll be like, okay, no, that's AI. They have fixed that. And the AI commercials that I'm seeing on Instagram and on Facebook are so human-like, it makes me do a double take.
You know, I can tell from the background.
What about the background?
The background just looks off.
So they still got to work on the background? Because before it was the fingers. You know, the fingers were distorted.
And they couldn't. That's why they didn't show the fingers as much. But no, it's the background. You can tell that the background is not real. Yeah. Like it's just something off that's not natural. So if you really want to look at a video and determine if it's AI or not, look at the background, because the trees just don't look like trees and the grass just looks a little off, and you can tell it's not authentic.
Yeah, but so we have to be careful about. I stopped intaking all of that. Like when I see these things pop up and it's like rage bait or some type of baiting, I just feel like I take a step back and read the comments and see, because we just don't know the stuff that we're being presented.
Well, we learned that most of those accounts are foreign accounts anyway.
That part.
So I literally took a step back from them, because I know that this from India, Korea, China. That part. It's not American based. So why even engage with these people that are being paid to do that and paid crumbs to do it?
So, but that brings me to the point where that we're watching. You know, they're pumping more media out there in which the man is supposed to be taken care of, and that like these gender roles are being pushed upon us even more now, more than ever.
Well, I seen like political people, or I would just say like these conservative commentators, that's Andrew Tate, even
Andrew Tate needs to.
He just got his ass beat.
Is he in
a
America?
Match. He's in Romania being charged with rape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to just sit down and do his time. Yeah, just do his time. And the brother too. Who's a meanie?
I forgot. Yes, it's crazy. It's just a bunch of them that say that, and I don't know. I would never let a man talk to my mother like that. So I don't like that. I feel like a woman, you as a man, first of all, you should be proud of your woman, of your wife. You shouldn't want her to be less than, or like you have to control her like that. That's for people who can't keep a meaningful relationship without force or having an upper hand on someone. Just being genuine and being who you are should be enough to keep a person.
It's also a personality disorder. As I get older, I'm realizing more and more how much mental illness, untreated, untreated, unmedicated,
everywhere,
misdiagnosed or undiagnosed mental illness is walking around.
But because there's so many people with mental illness, they make it seem like that is normal.
The normal.
And the people who say like there's something not right up there is the person that's the odd man out, or the odd woman out. But that leads me to another question. Do you think a relationship with different political views could survive?
No.
Like, would you, if I was a Republican or you were a Democrat or whatever, I'm not saying that we're either or.
Right. Yeah,
well, I'm independent, period. I'm going to say that quick, fast. But if I was a Republican, you were a Democrat, would you have dated me?
No.
No, that was quick. No.
It's not even. And I've been around gay Republicans, and to me, it's a whole thing. So it just says to me so much.
But do you think
when I see and if you want the kicker, a black gay Republican,
I say the same thing. My God,
a black gay Republican.
It's like an oxymoron.
It's jumbo shrimp, little giant.
It's But my question is now, what about the Republicans from like the George Bush Republican? Mm-hmm. Like, say before all of the current happenings in the last 8 years.
Yes.
would you have been able to date a Republican?
It's all fruit from the same poisonous tree to me.
I think so now too.
That's why, because let me tell you something. Just because the social media pumping machine wasn't as strong back then,
it was still there. Yeah,
you understand? The core values of those particular groups are still the core values of those groups.
That's a fact.
That it went extreme and radical now. Well, they allowed that to happen. And they will still stand behind that.
And support it and act like it's not a big
we
deal.
Currently, and I don't want to make this episode about politics right now. Oh, trust me, we have enough episodes coming down the pipe for political. But the fact that we have files of a known pedophile in pictures with both commander-in-chief and a former commander-in-chief from both parties says a whole lot to me.
About politics
Politics in general, because they've had these files since a previous administration, and they knew what it was, and they've been sitting on it. It just fits the narrative now to push them out now.
Well, I would say that we the people have the power, but let's not like stray too deep into that. But what you're saying is a fact. But what about religion? Do you think couples that are of different religions, like in a marriage, do you think it can work? Because we watch a couple shows that has that dynamic, and it's a fight over, I want to raise the children as Catholic, and no, I want to raise the children as Christian, and or the Muslims and the Jew. Like, everybody's just different. Do you feel like that's a dynamic that would survive the test of time?
So this is where, because you have brought up a lot of good points, and I didn't even look at your agenda. So that was very good.
Thank you.
They produced the episode today, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm just here. I came in. Well, by the way, we are in a new studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
We are in a new studio. I need to send
changed.
management what I need because I am a team player. But I have been here told to put my earphones in. I put my earphones in, and turns out he never turned them on.
Oh, no,
so
that's not.
I couldn't hear myself.
Hold up. No. We've been sitting here for 30 minutes because Wonky said that he doesn't like the sound of what's coming out. And then I said, after 30 minutes of me trying to figure out, because I'm like, this sounds normal to me. I said, babe, did you turn on the power of your headphones? And he said, I don't have to turn on the power. I said, turn on the headphones.
I thought it was phantom power. I thought it was phantom power.
He turned the power on. He says, oh, this is good. After 30 minutes of arguing, and we talking about communication. Look at that. Look at that.
Please, if you are producing the episode, produce the episode.
You have to listen.
Hand me over an earphone set that is turned on.
Oh my God. But you know what? Communication.
Yes.
I feel like when we have disagreements, we laugh about it. We've never been like serious about anything.
Thank God, we are blessed. But like I was saying, you brought up a lot of good points, a lot of different factors that can either make or break a marriage. And I think it all goes down to that period of courting. And it's not just about getting in bed and I want to see how they are in bed and the whole night. It goes beyond that. You have to know political views. You have to know how do you want to raise children. If you want children at all, finances. How will you handle finances? Do you have any bankruptcies under your belt? How's your credit card game?
Yes.
How's that credit card game? No, I don't think that people with opposite political views that's going to be a healthy relationship. Religious. I don't think in a situation where somebody has an extreme crazy amount of debt and maybe their income does not match and it's not going to happen and bankruptcy is where it's going to end up at. I don't think that's going. It's just different stressors that the relationship or the marriage does not need.
I agree. Do you feel like we've had any type of foundational disagreements that made you pause? I feel like we kind of align on everything.
Before I get to my answer on that, let me just close out the previous point, which is I think people need to take their time getting to know somebody, right? You asked about different political views. No, you asked about raising kids and all of that. That's it. You have to be on the same level. You have to have a same understanding. And it's not just about, oh, well, I'm okay with it. It's like, no, are you really, truly okay with it? Don't just take the I'm okay with it answer and just jump right away to get married because, oh, he's okay with it, she's okay with it. No, let that sit there for a while. Have that be tests. For example, before I get to that example, you asked, do we have any foundations? No, we don't. I don't feel like we do have any foundational issues because we took the time to get to know each other. That is such an important part.
Yeah.
You know, there was a question on the agenda I saw about whether or not if a husband or a wife or somebody has a friend that they bring around that the other partner does not like, is that
have an issue with them being
go ahead,
friends.
clarify
So
for me,
it's
please.
so let's use us for an example, even though it's not a real example because that's not what it is. But let's just say that I have a friend that you don't like, and you don't want this person around, and you like genuinely you dislike this person, and it's becoming a disruption in our relationship. How do you think like a couple should handle something like that?
I don't think a couple should get to that point. I think that again, to me, it's all about the getting to know stage. You know, the interview. I used to joke around back when I was a bachelor and people would take me out on dates. So I will go on dates. I will always joke around and say, make sure you bring your number 2 pencil because I'm going to give you the test to see if you got. And it wasn't
number 2.
Yes, and it wasn't just my test. Then I will have friends that will give the tests and then, you know, to see if it was a match or not. And if it wasn't a match, it wasn't a match. I would know all of your friends, and I did know the friends that, you know, because it's not about, oh, we all hung out and I like them, we did brunch, I like them. You will hear a constant name. You will hear constant communication. You will see how the friends are moving. You will see the friends are the trouble friends that get your partner in trouble. You understand?
Yeah.
So if I had dated you and you had a friend that I just could not stand and it wasn't, I would have brought it up already in the dating period. And in the dating period, if you would have said, well, no, we go way back. He was born on the next door to when I was born. 3 seconds apart, and that's my blood brother. Okay, then I can clearly see that you're not willing to make the necessary adjustments so you can but you can continue to expand on your life. Mm-hmm. Then I'm not getting in between. Because apparently there's a choice that needs to be made. If you feel like you need to choose, I'm gonna make it real simple for you
and choose for you.
And you're not gonna have to choose because I'm not gonna be part of the picture. And I think you know that about me now.
Yeah, no,
right? You
I
know
definitely
that about
know.
me.
It's just a walk away. That's it. Like, oh, okay, done. Like,
Exactly. Exactly. There's how many billion people in the world?
7 billion plus.
Thank you.
But you know, it even comes down to, I've seen the wife doesn't like the mother to sit in the front seat of the car, and they're making the mother, like the wife and the mother are fighting over who, or even the other one where the guy's talking to his mom too much, and
that is ridiculous. Again, that's something that should come up during this is why you date people. This is why, understand that I knew you absolutely loved my parents when you had a whole set of meetings with my parents unbeknownst to me because you were going to propose.
Yes, I do love them very much.
And you know, I love your mother and your siblings because I've been in the same room with them. You see how I treat them. We had our own relationship. They've told you that they love and care for me. So again, it's about taking your time in that courting, getting to know time. And you know what? Another thing I should definitely point out, neither Hulk or myself, we don't do any substances. You know, we may go on vacation and drink a bottle of 15 of champagne.
But that's because
we're on vacation. But you know, we don't wake up and say, "Babe, let's bake and shake." Shake and bake. What is it? Shake and bake, bake and shake it.
Let's get
you know, high. Roll the blunt and pass it over.
I could never.
Because all of that clouds your judgment when you getting to know somebody, and also in a marriage. So it's like all of that clouds your judgment. And for me, I personally feel like I wouldn't be able to make smart decisions or even see things through a clear lens.
I don't think we could have got to the level that we've gotten if it was like that. And I think a lot of people make a mistake in relationships when they try to compromise their beliefs and their principles. Like, if you don't like something, you have to stand on that. There is no, like you said earlier, putting stuff to the side like, well, you know, I understand that you don't want kids and I want kids, but, you know, we don't have to have kids. And then they go on to get married, and then it becomes a whole fight later, you know, in the marriage, and then they end up divorced off of things that they been knew before they were even engaged. And I just feel like you just have to really know what it is that you want in life before you get married to somebody. I knew who I was. I know who I am. I know my likes and dislikes. I knew my flaws. I know my flaws. And I'm open to how would I say this?
Constructive criticism.
I'm open to constructive criticism, and I don't take everything as an attack. If someone is saying something to me, I take a step back and I say, okay, Hulk, could this be right? Could I be overreacting, or could I be doing this, or is this something that I can work on? You just have to be malleable, and you just have to, like, you're in a partnership for life. And I don't think that anyone is above your partner. I'm married to Wonky. He's number one, period. And no friend.
The marquee.
His name is on the marquee.
Lit up. It's on.
Lit up. It has diamonds on it and everything, and they dance.
Just
and
checking.
Nobody is more important than Wonky. He comes first over everybody. Do I love my mother? Yes. But Wonky is going to be the person that's going to wipe my ass when I'm old. And Wonky's going to be the one that makes my food. Wonky is the one that I fall asleep next to every night, where he could put a dagger in my heart or cut my throat. He can do anything he wants because he sees me at my most vulnerable.
Not the first 48.
I know, right? But that's the truth. So you have to make sure that you let the person that you are in a marriage with know that they are number one. I love my mother to death, but Wonky is my life right now. And he's the person that I'm going to go out with, literally. And you just have to make sure you hold your partner to that level. And if you feel like anybody else is more important than the person that you're with, even kids, I don't think kids are more important than the relationship, because the kids are a product of the relationship.
Right.
And when they get old and they leave, it's just me and you again. So I would love if we had kids, I would love them, but I would still make sure that I work on
It's
us.
a different type of love, I think.
Yeah,
it's a different type of love,
of course, yes,
and a different type of priority. It's no secret to anyone. In New York City, at some point I rolled with a high performing, high achieving group. And so I saw a lot of relationships in and out. I saw a lot of, I'm getting to know somebody, but they don't, like you said, they don't like my friend. So ain't nobody getting in between me and my friend. That to me says, well, this person wasn't really looking for a forever person. This person was looking for the moment, for a season.
Yep.
I've known people who date for the season or for the events or for the, whatever it is. And so I think if you're really serious about somebody and there's some friction, and it's not about, well, we're all just going to get in one room and get everything together so we can all be no, if you know, and it also goes on the friend side. If you know that you are causing friction because of the way you're behaving or the things you're helping, you're having your friend get into that is not favorable to the partner, then that's on them to check themselves too. Be like, okay, we're all growing, we're all developing. Things are changing. Things are changing. And when you get married, that has to change too. The friendship changes.
I think, like, even with one of my friends where I didn't even like his wife, and he knew I didn't like that. But I never disrespected her. I never called her. They're divorced now, so I can say it. But I never called her. I never disrespected her. I never spoke out against her character or badmouthed her to him or anybody. I just gave advice on what I felt, because if you go through things in life, so you can have some type of experience dealing with some of the issues that other people have. But you, as a friend, you're not supposed to disrespect your friends, partners,
right,
or put them in a position to have their relationship questioned and like fighting. Like, I'm not gonna invite my friend when I was single out to a strip club while he's married. Like, that's crazy.
And they try, and you know what? And shows like Love and Hip Hop will try to normalize a dysfunctional situation like that.
And these people think it's normal. Like, they also think it's normal that on our first date, we're gonna go out and you have to spend $1,000 on me, or take me to Roof Chris, and my best friend is here too, and I want to take a to-go plate to my 10 kids. I've seen that. I said I would have went to the bathroom and never came back.
Didn't he leave? He left.
Well, one guy left.
Yeah.
Another guy, he paid and he said he was just done. And even this one, I seen this one where this guy told a woman he was going to take her shopping, and she wanted to go into Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and he was like, "Yo, I thought we was going to go to Forever 21." He was like, "This is a first date."
Well, what did Cardi B say?
I don't know.
Let's have a date at the Lamborghini store.
Oh my God. I think that you should never lead with money in a relationship, because it sets you up for failure. I think going on a coffee date is appropriate. I think going to
coffee.
Yes, a latte.
Oh wait, you think you was gonna nail this with a coffee?
I'm different though. Because you know what it is?
You was gonna nail this with a coffee?
I don't want to set up expectations.
Do you remember our first date?
I remember our first date.
Do you remember the room?
But see, let me tell
where
you something.
I was staying for our first date.
But let me tell you something. The only reason why you got a different part of me is because I saw that you had your own everything already, and I said, "Oh, okay, so I don't have to." Yeah.
Let the people know.
So I could match your energy because I was financially good, but I didn't. I wasn't gonna let you know that.
And when that elevator doors open and I hit that button, where did we go? All the way to the top.
To the tippy top.
And then that door opened and you saw that 2-bedroom suite.
It was nice.
You see that water?
I seen it.
Now, what you thought? What you thought? You said.
I said, okay.
What kind of credit card scam is this little Puerto Rican and Dominican running?
No, I just knew you was about that life, and I felt comfortable. So when you date in your bracket, like people
you date in your bracket. I
feel
love
like
that
because if you date
in
like
your bracket,
you can't go to like if you work at McDonald's and you trying to date a doctor. And you're trying, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't have expectations higher than you have for yourself. Yeah. And a lot of people,
unless the doctor comes to McDonald's and scoops you up.
See, but then I have no issue being I would have no problem taking care of you and you not working because I know that number one, that's not what you wanted. Like some people have a demand, you must take care of me, take me out the hood, take me shopping. I need an allowance. And these people go into first dates like that.
Yes,
and
I've seen that. I have seen that.
And my motto in life is you do not take care of someone who demands it. You take care of someone who doesn't need you to take care of them. You don't need me, and that's why I would give you everything. And
I do need you, and thank you for giving me everything.
Well,
babe.
no. You see,
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You're welcome.
I want you.
It's the one. Like you don't have to be.
I want it.
I want it.
I want it. I want the loving. I want the loving. Oh, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look at the time. We have been jaw-jacking. But we have this again, a great topic of conversation. Let us know what you think in the comments. Wherever you catch this podcast, there is a box below where you can leave your comments or your questions. Please feel free to engage with the topic. We may be reading some of your comments at a later podcast. Babe, this is the return, 2026. How do you feel?
I feel amazing and I'm glad to be here.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. And make sure you guys questions at jnhpodcast.com. If you have any questions, you can always email us questions at jnhpodcast.com.
No, questions at jnhpodcast. That's our website.
Wait, questions?
You can't send.
Wait, what?
Questions that. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
We're professional over here.
Here I am trying to produce. No, okay.
Questions at jnhpodcast.com.
Questions at jnhpodcast.com. I forgot.
Yeah, see?
I'm no, that's what the streamer is. No, it is questions at JNH Podcast. And it's a JAND or?
No, it's J, the letter J, the letter N, the letter H. Podcast.com.
Okay, great.
So, www.jnhpodcast.com. You can see us on youtube.com/JNH Podcast. We are here. We're everywhere. Apple, Spotify. Don't worry. The message is going to play right after we're done with this recording. Definitely. iHeartRadio. You can catch us in the app. Your Alexa, you can ask the chick on the iPhone. I can't say it right now because she's going to pop up.
She's going to pop. I don't like her.
You don't like her?
I don't like her. I think she's listening to everything I'm saying. But I have not said this in such a long periodical of time.
I know what it is. Go ahead.
But before I say the magic words, thank you for riding out with us. It's going to be an amazing 2026.
Consistent, baby.
Consistent.
We're going to be consistent.
We are ready. And with that said, Hulk, take us out.
Yes, we can be found on all major streaming platforms. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us.
Or you can stream us at www.jnhpodcast.com. There you will find a player and you can stream us right off our website.
Hey.